Were pagal. So let us start. 2 or 3 days ago, I spoke stating that yes, the standard of education system is teachers, schools, everything related to education is deteriorating. What was the topic that do you agree that the standard of education system is deteriorating day by day? And I produced you many logics regarding it. These days I am giving you the practice of debate. So today I am expressing the views stating that no, I don't agree. That day I was agree, but today I am not agree. Actually, you have to develop, you have to train your mind so that you can develop the logics in your mind on different topics. And it comes through thinking, it comes through giving thought on the topic. And when I speak and you listen, you should try to set this system in your mind so that in coming days you can also develop the views in favor or against of any topic. This is my main purpose. And also I want to improve your listening capacity, because when you listen carefully, you develop your listening skill. And these days you are practicing on it well. Because last time when I spoke, I didn't make you write as I do sometimes. That is also a way of improving your listening skills, as well as writing, as well as reading. So you are doing well. You all are doing well. But there is always possibility of improving anything, any work. Even we ourselves can always keep improving ourselves. There is no one perfect in this world. If it be, there would not be 4G, there would not be 3G. There was only G and then 2G, then it improved in 3G, then 4G. Now we are talking about 5G, not talking, but we are applying it. So, and do you think that we would stop here? No. We would improve the technology further, and there would be 6G, then there would be 7G. There is no limitation of improving anything, any person, any skill. It depends upon you, upon me. How keen are we to improve ourselves? This is the main thing. So today I am expressing the views, stating clearly that no, I do not agree to the point that the standard of education system, or the standard of teachers, and the standard of their qualities, and the standard of their performance, and the standard of schools is deteriorating day by day. I do not agree this point. Ladies and gentlemen, to my mind, There is no deterioration in the standard. There is no deterioration in the standard and style of teachers as well as education system, including schools, school education system, examination pattern, everything. Rather, the teachers are more competent and modernized, in my view, I can say. And I have to prove this thing in my logics. This is the main thing. As I am saying that rather the teachers are more competent and modernized. So what is debate? That you have to prove your point by producing logics. This you have to develop. So increase your thinking capacity so that you can think on different things, on different aspects of anything. Make it clear. These days, and now I am producing the logics, the facts, the logics, where I would try to make you feel that yes, there is no deterioration. So these days, the quality of education has improved in our schools and colleges. I think there is very simple English, so it is very easy to understand you what is being spoken.
Yes, sir.
You need only focus. You know basic grammar. There are very simple words. I think you are ready to make down the notes in your notebooks. I think you have a pen in your hand and there is a notebook, there is an open notebook before you so that you can take the notes down. So, what I am saying that during earlier days, the students depended solely on teachers, solely, entirely, completely, solely, SOLELY. The entire education was theoretical. Theoretical, but there was only theory. The entire education was theoretical and mathematical, in which the role of the teacher was greater those days. But now everything has changed. The infrastructure, including our building or other facilities, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के इस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का जो मेन आप समझिए, बहुत बार आपने सुना होगा, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में क्या आता है, जो मूलभूत जरूरतें होती है, बिल्डिंग है और कोई दूसरी चीजें हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है और कोई फैसिलिटीज हैं, वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के अंदर आते हैं. आपके टॉयलेट्स हैं, आपके प्लेइंग ग्राउंड्स हैं, दोज आर इंक्लूडेड इन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड फैसिलिटीज आर ग्रेटर these days. Students are studying with computer and with modernized methods. The new education system needs more practical and vocational training, giving marginal importance to theory. There should be practical also. Many schools have started this thing. I'm not saying that all schools have started, but big schools, good schools, also providing these types of things. The new education system needs more practical and vocational training. Needs. The teacher should be trained practically. The new education system needs more practical and vocational training, giving marginal importance to theory. Thus, the role of teacher today is less. Today's education doesn't depend upon teachers only. We cannot say there is deterioration in standard and style of teachers. We cannot say. Why? We are getting more qualified candidates for the job of a teacher. There are good teachers also. It is not so that in all the schools the teachers are the same. If a teacher gets good salary, then he will definitely do his job in great way. There is no doubt. What fees, whatever the school charge from you, if they start to pay the teachers, then that definitely they will do hard work. So we are getting, and in good schools there are good teachers also. They get good salaries and they feel their responsibility to develop the students in all the ways. There are, someday we will talk about the types of schools, how many types of schools are running in running here. Here means in our country. We are getting more qualified candidates for the jobs of a teacher due to prevailing unemployment problems. You know, there is too much unemployment, and most unemployed persons, whether they are boys or girls or men or women, they move towards school for getting jobs. You know very well. Candidates having PhD degree and other good academic records are being appointed as teachers. Means highly qualified teachers are being appointed in good schools. This I am stressing again and again. Every school is not good, but we make difference only between government school and private school. Am I right? We have only two categories: government school, private school. But there is also two categories in government schools. There are also good schools, good government schools, but there are government schools also which are not good. There is no environment of education. Like that, private schools, there are also good private schools, though they take fee from the students, but they try to develop the students in every way. There are all types of activities there. There are debates, there are sports activities, there are many things, there are practical work, there are playgrounds where the students play and become players. There are all types of things there. But there are schools who have their focus on the textbooks only, on the curriculum only, and they have focus on getting highest marks, high marks in the examinations. That's all. You know very well about it. We are therefore getting more competent candidates for the job of teachers. Earlier, merely teachers training was the qualification for the teaching job. Earlier, merely teachers training was the qualification for the teaching job. Matlab, there was not necessary for a teacher to have educational professional degree. But now it is not so. This is a different thing that in many schools, for saving money, the schools keep uncompetent teachers without any training in education field, without STC or without B.Ed, because they can arrange such teachers in less money. They have nothing to do. What is the qualification? If is the teacher, does the teacher have the educational qualification or not? Does the teacher have the professional degree regarding the education field? They do not think about it, because such qualified teachers take more salaries. But good schools, they appoint highly qualified teachers, highly skilled teachers, because they pay them good salaries. This is the difference. Earlier, merely teachers training was the qualification only. for the teaching job, and they continued throughout the service. Just a minute. So now try to understand. बहुत सिंपल सिंपल सा बोल रहा हूं मैं एकदम, है ना, बस लिसनिंग की आपको प्रैक्टिस करनी है, और लॉजिक्स भी आप दे सकते हैं। जब आप सीखेंगे सुनेंगे तो लॉजिक्स को डेवलप करना सीखेंगे ना आप। दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ ट्रेनिंग, रटने से नहीं आएगा कभी भी। आपको जब 2 4 5 टॉपिक्स में ऐसे करवाऊंगा ना, तो आप अपने आप आपकी, यार ऐसे भी सोचा जा सकता है, ऐसे भी सोचा जा सकता है, यस यार दिस इज आल्सो अ वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, यस यार दिस इज द वे, यस यार दिस इज द वे, हाउ कैन वी प्रोड्यूस अवर लॉजिक्स, हाउ कैन वी डिलीवर our views in the form of writing or speaking. So this is only to make you more skilled in listening, in speaking, in writing, in reading. And these are the 4 skills of a language. Okay. The teachers today are undergoing many types of training programs. Teachers, to improve their skills, they are undergoing many types of training programs, else than their qualification, else than their educational or professional qualification. They go for different types of training so that they can improve themselves day by day. And if they are improved, they can also improve their students. But if the teachers are not improved, if the teachers are not competent, if the teachers just force the students to iterate the facts, then how can they prepare their students? This is the main question. Iterating and writing down the answers of the questions in the examination paper, this is not just, I think this is not the education. Education means to train our mind. Education means education. You should be trained. This is education, so that you can think differently on different things. So that you can develop thinking capacity in your mind. Make it clear. And this is the main thing. This is the education. By using all the faculties of your mind, I think it is clear to you what I am saying to you. So the teachers today are undergoing many types of training programs, seminars, workshops, and refresher courses. There are different types of seminars, conferences, workshops, where highly qualified and experienced people come and express their views regarding their subjects and regarding their field. And by listening them, they improve themselves, because in our life we can't get all the experience of everything. If we want to be more wise naturally, it is necessary for us to learn the experiences of other people. भाई वो रोड पे कोई गया, वापस आया, आकर के उसने हमको रोका कि भैया आगे मत जाओ भैया, क्यों, आगे खतरा है। तो वो जाकर के आया, उसका कोई एक्सपीरियंस था उस चीज का, तो हमें मान लेना चाहिए। या हम आगे जाकर के उस खतरे में घुसे पहले जाकर के, तो माने फिर है। समझिए इस बात को आप।
किसी के
हाँ बेटा बोल, बोलना है तो बोल।
सर किसी के मतलब किसी के एक्सपीरियंस से सीख ले।
बिल्कुल, अपने एक्सपीरियंस से तो हम सीखते हैं, बट एक लाइफ बहुत कम होती है हर तरह का एक्सपीरियंस लेने के लिए। समझ गए आप? दूसरों के एक्सपीरियंस से भी सीखा जा सकता है। So that is why they go to different programs, different seminars, different workshops. The necessity is to make them more thorough in their respective subjects. As I have told you, that it is necessary for a subject teacher, for a teacher, to have command on his or her subject. Yeah, is it necessary or not? Tell me. I think it is necessary, so that they can teach better. If they have no command, then how could they be able, how could they teach their students properly? Tell me. So that they can teach better and with competitive spirit, so that their students can develop competition feeling, competition spirit. This is necessary. And we have in our classrooms this thing, that this time I have to get first rank. That time he got, but now this time I will get. In the new education system, there are adequate facilities available in the schools and colleges. Adequate. That is necessary. That is that we need for the development of our students. The learning is made more interesting and attractive. The learning is made more attractive and interesting. But what we see in general schools, that there is only a thing, iteration, nothing else without it. इसको याद कर लेना, ये याद कर लेना, ये पाठ याद कर लेना, ये क्वेश्चन आंसर याद कर लेना, ये स्टोरी याद कर लेना, ये लेटर याद कर लेना. अरे याद करना क्या होता है यार? याद करना कोई चीज होती है कि आप देख लो वहीं के वहीं खड़े हो जहां से आपने शुरुआत किया था याद कर करके. सोचने की कैपेसिटी जब तक डेवलप नहीं होगी ना, unless we develop the thinking capacity, we can't move ahead in our life. Make it clear in your minds. Now this is my point that I want to tell you. The requirement of teachers has been reduced. The computerization 20-30 years ago, when I was not in the education field, more than 30 years ago, once I came across a magazine where somewhere in that magazine I found that there would be a time when there would be very few teachers in the classes, because there would be the students, there would be the computers for the students. Each student would have, as that was in that magazine, each student would have a computer. There would be no book, there would be no notebooks. All work would be done in computer, and the computer will give the lessons to the students, like today we get our lessons from our teachers. And yes, it is taking place these days. For everything you use YouTube, you go there and yes, how can this work be done? You get it? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
How can we make a lalten fly in the sky on the day of 14th January? 14 जनवरी को लालटेन कैसे उड़ाई जाए? हमारे साथ भी हुआ था, उड़ती नहीं थी, कई खराब हो गई. तो फिर किसी ने कहा अरे ऐसा करो, यूट्यूब पे जाओ फटाफट से देखो वहां पर, अरे यार यस दिस, नया देखा, ऐसे करो. And then we followed that process and we made the lalten fly in the sky. समझ में आ गई आपको बात? So everything is there. And I think what I am speaking is clear to you. You are able to understand
Yes, sir.
what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
The computerization in schools, there has been many schools have computerized their schools. And colleges has further reduced the colleges and schools have further reduced the job of teachers. There is no vacancy of teachers because the work of teachers is being done by computers. Is it clear? So there
Yes, sir.
is, how can you say that the standard of teachers is deteriorating day by day? Because these days there are not, there in many schools there are not human beings who are teaching in the schools. There are machines who are teaching the students. You know, understand?
Yes, sir.
You would think that, sir, there is not in our school. So I'm not talking here of what I have said just a few minutes ago, that there are two types of categories in private schools also. This cannot be assumed as degradation in the standard of teachers. This cannot be assumed. इसको नहीं माना जा सकता है that this is a type of deterioration in the standard of teachers, because there are no teachers. Machines are teaching to the students. Then how can you say that the standard of teachers is? The machine will teach what is there in it. How we have planned, how we have programmed that machine to teach the students, the machine will do its work. Just like an app that you have in your mobile phones. There are a number of competitions, you know, for government jobs. There are a number of competitions, examinations. The students are clearing many of these. The credit goes to the teachers who made the students able to compete. Means though the aspirants or the persons, the students who get success in their competition examinations are also because of their teachers. There is the hand of their teachers in their success. This is also a point. Then how can you say that the standard of teachers is deteriorating day by day? But here is a point. There are two types of educational institutes in private sector or in schools, colleges, and coaching centers. I know that in coaching centers, the teachers are totally dedicated to the students. They do hard work. But if we talk about teacher in general sense, we talk about the teachers who teach in the schools. यहाँ पर एक लॉजिक का काउंटर लॉजिक हो सकता है आपका। ये काउंटर मैंने बताया था ना कि काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट क्या होता है। काउंटर आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात है। Because in our schools, teacher do not teach according to the competition examinations, you know very well. They only teach for getting the marks. Is it clear or not to you? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Very
Clear.
good. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? कभी कभी हमें भी बोलना चाहिए, कभी कभी आपको भी सुनना चाहिए। जरूरी है ना? फिर सुन लेना एक बार, आप रिकॉर्डिंग में डालूंगा इसकी। The entire mechanism to evaluate the teaching system has been changed. Entire evaluating system का मतलब क्या होता है? When the teachers check your answer books, what you have written in the answer sheets after examinations. So the process when a teacher checks your copy, he evaluates you. क्लियर हो गई बात आपको? Evaluates you. Evaluate का मतलब होता है मूल्यांकन करना. लिख लो आप, EVALUATE. Evaluate. Evaluation इससे बनता है evaluation. बना लोगे आप? लास्ट में ई को हटा करके ION लगा दो, evaluation. पर आपको शायद ध्यान होगा, मैं आपको बता दूं, जब बोर्ड के एग्जाम्स में बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स रीएवल्यूशंस करवाते हैं ना, वो दोबारा से उसका पुनर्मूल्यांकन होता है। या इवेल्युएट का मतलब होता है, इवेल्युएट का मतलब किसी भी काम को इवेल्युएट करना, उसका मूल्यांकन करना। कितना हुआ है, कितना नहीं हुआ है, 10 नंबर का क्वेश्चन है, कितने इसको मिलने चाहिए। समझ में आ गई बात आपको? उसको हम कहते हैं इवेल्युएट करना। एक वर्ड मैंने आपको बताया, आपने लिख लिया होगा। ऐसे नए वर्ड्स आते हैं जब हम सुनते हैं, जब हम पढ़ते हैं चीजों को, तो रट्टा मारने से नहीं आते कि रोजाना 10 शब्द याद करो आप। That is not the way. क्लियर हो गई बात आपको? The entire mechanism to evaluate the teaching system has been changed. आजकल कंप्यूटर से कॉपियां चेक होती हैं, मालूम होगा आपको. जितने भी कॉम्पिटिशन्स होते हैं, कॉम्पिटिशन्स जो होते हैं, पहली बात तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, देयर आर ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉम्पिटिशन्स. मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉम्पिटिशन्स. एंड देयर इज एन OMR शीट. वहां पर आपको भरना होता है, उसके अंदर गोले लगाने होते हैं. आपको ध्यान होगा, आपको नहीं तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. और ध्यान सुन लो अब आप. तो वहां पर वो कंप्यूटर से चेक होती है वो सारी शीट्स आपकी. तो चेंज हो गया कि नहीं हो गया है? फिर से सुनो आप. द एंटायर मैकेनिज्म. मैकेनिज्म का मतलब पूरी प्रक्रिया, पूरा तौर तरीका. मैकेनिज्म का मतलब ये है. और आप ढूंढ लेना डिक्शनरी में मीनिंग. इतना भी चलेगा यहाँ पर अभी. पूरा का पूरा सिस्टम, पूरा का पूरा प्रोसेस, वो मैकेनिज्म कहलाता है. समझ में आ गया आपको? ये जो मैकेनिज्म है ना, टू इवेल्युएट हैज, सॉरी, द एंटायर मैकेनिज्म to evaluate the teaching system has been changed. These days teachers are conducting various tests with a view to generating competitive aptitude in the students so that they secured in various competitions, so that they succeed. Means these days teachers also in competition classes. I am speaking about the competition coaches or big schools or good schools. I'm not talking schools in general. Make it clear in your mind. So what do they? फिर से सुनिए आप एक बार. These days teachers are conducting. क्या conducting? Various tests. अब conducting का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा समझ लीजिए आप. कंडक्ट करना किसी चीज को, आयोजित करना किसी चीज को, करना किसी चीज को. So these days teachers are conducting various tests with a view to generating competitive aptitude. यानी कि स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर एक प्रतिस्पर्धात्मक भावना पैदा की जा सके in the students so that they succeed in various competitions. क्लियर हो गया? केवल रटवा देने से काम नहीं चलेगा, उनके कंसेप्ट क्लियर करने पड़ेंगे. करते हैं टीचर्स, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे टीचर्स हैं ऐसे. इनकॉम्पिटेंट टीचर तो कहां से करेगा? और अगर टीचर के पास केवल बाध्य है, इफ ही इज फोर्स्ड टू कंप्लीट ओनली द कोर्स, वो कैसे करेगा भैया? यहाँ टीचर्स को फोर्स किया जाता है कि याद करवाओ, रटवाओ, बस नंबर पे सोचो. आपने भी देखा होगा, मैंने भी देखे हैं रट्टा कैसे चलता है. और तो मैं बता दूं आपको बात, कई कई जगह तो मैंने ऐसा देखा है कि इफ स्टूडेंट्स राइट इन हिज और हर ओन लैंग्वेज द आंसर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, द टीचर crosses it, saying that this is not right. Write the answer what I have given you, or what is there in the passbook or anything else, because the teacher is not competent, the teacher is not enough wise or is intelligent to understand the language of the student. They need only a fixed language of their own. सही कह रहा हूं, गलत कह रहा हूं मैं?
यस सर, होता है ऐसा.
होता है ऐसा. अब आप देख लो. लेकिन अच्छे
मेरे
टीचर्स
साथ
ऐसा नहीं करेंगे. अब वहां पर स्कूलों में तो प्रॉब्लम है, कॉलेजेस के अंदर तो कोर्स पूरा करवाना है, लेकिन जहाँ कॉम्पिटिशन्स की बात आती है, जहां पर एक अच्छी एजुकेशन दी जाती है, अब क्वालिटी क्या होती है वो भी आपको समझ में आ रही होगी बात. वेयर देयर गुड एजुकेशन इज प्रोवाइडेड, वहां पर ये सारी चीजों की कोशिश की जाती है कि किस तरीके से स्टूडेंट्स को हम होलिस्टिकली, हाउ कैन वी डेवलप द स्टूडेंट्स होलिस्टिकली. होलिस्टिकली का मतलब सर्वांगीण रूप से, इन एवरी वे. Their aim is to develop the students, not just getting good marks in the examinations. There are also teachers of this kind. So how can you say that the standard of teachers has lowered? How can you say? This is not correct. देखिए आप, काउंटर में भी आ रही चीजें, उसी के फेवर में भी हमने बोला, उसके अगेंस्ट में भी हम बोल रहे हैं, उस चीज को बोल रहे हैं ना हम। हो सकता है कि आप इस ओपिनियन के हो कि नहीं साहब आपकी बात हमें जमती नहीं है, मैं वो नहीं कह रहा हूं। मैं तो ये कह रहा हूं कि क्या हम इस तरीके से अपनी सोचने की एबिलिटी को डेवलप कर सकते हैं, क्या हम एक ही टॉपिक को अलग अलग तरीके से सोच सकते हैं कि नहीं सोच सकते हैं। मैं तो केवल ये कह रहा
यस
हूं
सर।
आपसे, मैं तो केवल ये कह रहा हूं आपसे। अभी मैं आपसे कह दूं कि यार पॉकेट मनी तो जरूरी है, मिलनी चाहिए, आप कह दोगे जी मिलनी चाहिए, कुछ कहेंगे, कुछ कहोगे नहीं मिलनी चाहिए, लेकिन मैं ये कह रहा हूं आपसे कि ठीक है आप इस फेवर में हो कि मिलनी चाहिए, बहुत अच्छी बात है, आप उसके लॉजिक दे दोगे, पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप उसके अगेंस्ट में सोच ही नहीं पाओ, वो तो गलत हो जाएगा ना यार। मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है आपको? मतलब आप चाहे फेवर में किसी के भी हो, लेकिन मैं तो ये कह रहा हूं कि आपके अंदर इतनी एबिलिटी तो होनी चाहिए कि आप फेवर में भी सोच सको और उसके अगेंस्ट में भी सोच सको। आप जब कोई भी बिजनेस किया जाता है, जब कोई भी काम किया जाता है, तो हमने करो यार नेगेटिव मत सोचो। मैं देखता हूं कई बार ऐसा होता है कि भाई स्टूडेंट्स को कहा जाता है कि नहीं नहीं आपको तो आईएएस बनना है, तो आईएएस के बारे में सोचो। तुम ये सोचते क्यों हो कि नहीं होगा? आई एम अगेंस्ट दिस व्यू, मैं बिल्कुल अगेंस्ट हूं इस चीज के, बिल्कुल अगेंस्ट हूं मैं। आपको हमेशा किसी भी चीज का नेगेटिव पॉइंट तो सोचना ही चाहिए, चाहे थोड़ा सा ही हो। फुल प्रूफ तो कोई भी चीज नहीं है दुनिया में, है क्या? अरे
नो
फुल
सर।
प्रूफ कोई चीज है क्या दुनिया में? कोई चीज नहीं है दुनिया में। तो हमें 1% ये मान लेना चाहिए कि यार 1% भी अगर इस तरीके की प्रॉब्लम आ गई तो, 1% भी अगर ये चीज नहीं हुई
तो अनदर ऑप्शन होना चाहिए।
होना चाहिए, मैं ये कह रहा हूं। तो वो हमारे अंदर कैपेसिटी भी होनी चाहिए कि हम किसी भी चीज के पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव दोनों तरीके से उसको, चाहे नेगेटिव कम हो, लेकिन जितनी हम सर्च करें माइंड के अंदर कि क्या इस बात का कोई नेगेटिव पॉइंट भी हो सकता है, क्या इस बात का नेगेटिव ही नेगेटिव पॉइंट है इसके, लेकिन क्या इसका कोई पॉजिटिव पॉइंट भी हो सकता है? लाइक वेपन्स आर नेसेसरी और नॉट? अब आप कहोगे सर बहुत जरूरी है, लेकिन मान ली बात आपकी मैंने, लेकिन इसके 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 नेगेटिव भी तो सोचो ना यार आप इसके बारे में कि जरूरी नहीं है। आप उसके लॉजिक दे सकते हो आप, या आप कह रहे हो कि कोई जरूरत नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, भाई ठीक है आप अपने 50 लॉजिक दे दोगे इस बात के लिए कि कोई जरूरत नहीं है, कोई जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन इतनी कैपेसिटी आपके अंदर होनी होनी चाहिए कि आप उसके अगेंस्ट में भी सोच सको कि हाँ 2 पॉइंट इस बात के भी है सर कि इन मामलों में जरूरत हो सकती है। मेरी बात समझ में आ गई आपको? तो
यस
आई
सर।
थिंक शायद यू कैन मैनेज yourselves well if you start think this way। क्लियर हो गई बात आपको?
यस सर।
थोड़ा सा और सुनाऊंगा मैं आपको, थोड़ा सा बचा है। These days the role of parents is greater। parents of the students are educated। वो सिंपल सिंपल सा बोल रहा हूं मैं, बस समझते चले जाइए आप। They have the ability to assess their words। assess का मतलब क्या है? assess, सॉरी, assess, ASS लिख लो आप, assess। assess का मतलब भी वही है जो evaluate का मतलब बताया था मैंने आपको अभी, जांचना किसी चीज को, असेस करना किसी चीज को। बहुत सिंपल सिंपल से वर्ड्स हैं, वोकेबलरी बढ़ाओ अपनी, समझ गए ना आप? मेरे पास कुछ लिखा हुआ है, मैं वही सुना रहा हूँ आपको, क्योंकि नहीं तो फिर मैं भटक जाऊंगा। अभी मैं जो चीज करवाना चाह रहा हूँ आपको, बोल तो मैं सकता हूँ बहुत सारा, लेकिन एक लॉजिकली एक चीज इस तरीके से आनी चाहिए ना। मैं कुछ जो वोकेबलरी भी मैं आपको डेवलप करवाना चाह रहा हूँ, वो सारी चीजें मैं करवाना चाह रहा हूँ आपको। दिस इज अ क्लास, ये मेरे स्पीकिंग की क्लास नहीं है, ये आपकी लर्निंग की क्लास है ना? तो क्या कह रहे हैं कि दे हैव द एबिलिटी। अब मैं दे हैव द एबिलिटी की जगह मैं ये भी तो कह सकता हूं कि दे कैन असेस। हैव द एबिलिटी कहने की बजाय मैं कैन भी तो कह सकता हूं, दे कैन असेस या दे हैव द एबिलिटी टू असेस। समझ में आ गया होगा आपको, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन क्या होता है? डेवलप दिस थिंग आल्सो। टू असेस देयर वार्ड्स, वार्ड्स का मतलब क्या हो गया, WARDS, बच्चे, उनके जो बच्चे हैं, वार्ड्स का मतलब ये हो गया, बहुत बार आता भी है स्कूलों से लिखा हुआ, प्लीज डिपॉजिट द फीस ऑफ देयर वार्ड्स, इंग्लिश मीडियम स्कूलों में आता है, प्लीज डिपॉजिट द फीस ऑफ योर वार्ड्स, WARDS, देयर एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैव इंक्रीज्ड, किसकी एक्सपेक्टेशन, पेरेंट्स की, अपने बच्चों को लेकर के उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन भी बढ़ गई है, मरे मेरा बच्चा ये करे वो करे, ऐसे जाए वहां से जाए ये करे, so we cannot say that the standard of teaching has gone down. Teaching is not only the job of teacher. Teaching takes place. Teaching takes place also by parents. They also teach their children. It is just the expectation which have gone up. और बढ़ रही है तो, जो एक्सपेक्टेशन है टीचर्स पेरेंट्स की, कम थोड़ी हो रही है। क्लियर हो गया? थैंक यू वेरी मच। बस आज मैं यहीं पर ही क्लोज कर रहा हूँ इसको। ओके, थैंक यू।